Everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will quickly revise chemical reaction and equation in just 10 minutes. So this will include the revision of this chapter and NCERT important questions and CBSE style important questions. So I have just only, I think, 6 slides. So I'll be completing this chapter, revision in it. So let's begin. So before going to it, just take your notebook and just note it down. So let's start. So first, what is a chemical reaction? Okay, a chemical reaction is a process. A chemical reaction is a reaction in which one or more substances, that is, the reactants are converted into one or more substances, the products. Those reactions are represented by a equation. See, by a chemical equation. So basically, when you have read the sentence, you didn't understand anything. I know. I'll explain you now. Okay. So let's say A plus B gives AB. Okay. Now, A plus B is what? Reactants. Okay. So in my detailed explanation video of this chapter, I have already informed that the things which are present in the right hand side are products. Okay, the things which are present in the left hand side, I mean the elements or the substance which are present in the left hand side are what? Reactants. Okay, now the elements or substances which are present in the right hand side are products. Okay, so this whole definition says this one. Okay, so we have an example, the classic example. Okay, 2 Mg plus magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. Okay, this is one of the important equation. Now we have 5 types of equations. Okay, now the first equation is combination reaction, when 2 or more substances combine to form one product. Okay, when 2 or more substances, that is A plus B, gives what? AB. Okay, we have 2 substances in the reactant side. Okay, then we have one product in the right hand side. Okay, so this gives combination reaction. Then the second equation is what? Decomposition reaction. A single compound breaks into 2 or more substances, that is, AB gives A plus B. In previous, the previous reaction, we have seen that A plus B was giving AB, right? We were only getting the one product in combination reaction, but here we are getting 2 products. Okay, that is decomposition reaction. So we have this example here, that is, so we have one product here, one reactant here, and we are getting 3 products here. Okay, so this is decomposition reaction. Now the third is displacement reaction. Okay, a more reactive element displaces a less reactive one. Okay, we have the example as zinc plus copper sulfate, then zinc sulfate plus copper. Okay, so the formula is A plus BC gives what? AC plus B. Just notice A is zinc. Okay, CuSO4 is what? BC. Okay, then zinc sulfate is what? AC plus B. Simply you have to remember the reactivity series. Okay, the element which is more reactive, that displaces the less reactive one. Okay, now the double displacement reaction, what it says, it is just the exchange of ions between 2 compounds. So we have the example as sodium sulfate plus barium chloride, which gives barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. So the formula form is AB plus CD gives CB plus AD. Okay, AB plus CD is what? Sodium sulfate plus barium chloride. Okay, now what does this product give? Okay, that is barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. This example is very important. Then what is redox reaction? So redox reaction is oxidation or reduction happening simultaneously. Okay, like even the reaction, they will just give a reaction and they'll just ask you to find out like where oxidation is happening and where the reduction is occurring. Okay, so we have the example as copper oxide plus hydrogen, which gives copper plus water. Okay, so these are the classic examples of combination reaction and all the reactions. So just remember all this reaction, at least not all of them, not this one, and you may just remember this one, the displacement reaction and the double displacement reaction, and this one. This is very highly important. So let's move to the next slide. So the next is what? How do you know if a chemical reaction has happened, and how do you look for the signs? Okay, so we have 5 signs to just know whether a reaction is occurred or not. So the signs are, first is change in color. Okay, we have the example as brown gas in decomposition. Okay, now the second one is change in temperature. Okay, whether it will be in exothermic or endothermic. Okay, exothermic is what? Release of heat. Okay, then formation of gas. Okay, then formation of precipitate, maybe the BaCl. Okay, I have explained all these points in my detailed video, so just go through it. This is just a revision for the students who are preparing for their exams. Now the fifth point is change in state, that is ice formation. So if you keep an ice is what? Solid. Okay, ice is solid. If you keep for some time, it will turn into liquid. So this is what? Change in state. Okay, when you write a reaction, never forget to write these states, that is solid, liquid and gas. Never forget. Okay, so now let's move to the next slide. Balanced equation. So what is balanced equation? Let's talk about the balanced chemical equation. A balanced chemical equation follows only one rule. Okay, that is law of conservation of mass. Okay, what does it say? Mass can be neither be created nor be destroyed. Okay, this is the classic law of this balanced equation. So we have an equation. Okay, Fe, iron plus water gives what? Fe3O4 plus hydrogen. Okay, we have to just balance it. So we have 3 Fe here we have 3 iron. Okay, we also have 3 iron here, and we have 8 hydrogen. Okay, 4 into 2 is 8, and here we have 4 hydrogen. So just we have to balance the L and LHS side and RHS side. So tips for balancing is count the atoms. Okay, we will just have to count the atoms. Okay, on the both the sides, LHS side and RHS side also. Okay, now starts with metal. Okay, never go for non-metal. First start with metal. Okay, then at last balance the hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, then never change subscript, only coefficient. Never change the symbols or anything, just you have to change the numbers. Okay, then so these are the Ncert important reaction. I know you have been waiting for this. So yeah, the first is burning of magnesium ribbon. We have an experiment for this. Then reaction of iron with copper sulfate. Okay, we also have reaction for this, experiment for this. So basically these are the most favorite questions of Ncert. So if you want, you may take a screenshot of this. Then next is CBSE style expected questions. So why should chemical equation should be balanced? Okay, this can be asked for 3 marker. To obey the law of conservation of mass, I have already explained in this session. Then define decomposition reaction with an example. So I have explained it here itself, right? Decomposition reaction. A single product breaks down into a single reactant breaks down into 2 products. Okay, now next is heating lead nitrate. We also had experiment for this. These all are the reaction where the experiments are there. Okay, just read the experiments or just go through my video. So the next is, so what is a redox reaction? I have explained it. Okay, where the oxidation and reduction happens simultaneously. Okay, now the next is identify the type of reaction. Yeah, this type of question is highly expected. So they will give you a reaction. Okay, now they will say you that whether this reaction is double displacement or displacement, and where is the change of ions takes place, change of ions. So you have to be careful and you have to know which reaction is like combination or decomposition. Just you have to remember. Okay, now what are exothermic reaction? Even this type of question is highly expected. That is, they will just ask you that what is exothermic reaction? Give an example. Okay, now you just write that reaction that release heat are exothermic reaction, and you just have to write the reaction. So I have completed the whole chapter revision in just 6 slides. So if you want a detailed explanation of this chapter, go through my channel. I have already posted the video of this chapter with the whole Ncert explanation. So if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you have been till now, then don't forget to comment done if you have revised with me. Then thank you so much for being with me till now. Thank you so much.